There from Asia, now Stephen Yates, former Deputy Assistant to the Vice President, Dick Cheney for National Security Affairs. And sir, good morning and welcome back here to America's Newsroom. It's been some time since we've talked about this issue, but now it's back and it's on the plate. You just heard it, very dangerous. How dangerous?
Well, of course, anytime you're dealing with long-range missile capabilities, it's going to be a great concern. We have thousands and thousands of troops stationed in Japan and Korea, Hawaii, and other areas that could be potentially within range. There's talk of this missile being able to reach Los Angeles or the western coast. Of course, no North Korean test so far has reached beyond its near abroad, but we don't get to know until they succeed in showing that they have that capability.
Yeah. Why now? And what would North Korea want to try and prove with this launch?
Well, always dangerous to try to climb into the mind of a North Korean leader, but at the same time, it has to be a significant domestic component to the motivation, marking the one-year anniversary of the death of his father, Kim Jong-il. There are very important elections taking place in Japan on the 16th of this month, and in South Korea on the 19th of this month, well within the range of this test that is scheduled to come in the coming days. And so influencing their neighbors, influencing their politics, but also testing new ground with what will a second-term Obama administration approach be to North Korea.
Well, that's very interesting. Let me pick up on that point because I want to show our viewers the map behind me here. This is what we believe to be the ultimate range, some 5,000 to 6,000 kilometers, which would be ultimately about 3,700 miles. Here's North Korea, Pyongyang, clearly China to the west here, and Japan well within range if North Korea were to be able to be successful in developing this launch mechanism. Here's Hawaii, though, and that is still outside the range, Stephen, of the 6,000 kilometer mark here. You have to go about another 1,000, maybe 1,200 miles to reach Hawaii. The question then begs, how realistic is it that North Korea could be a threat to the United States, as many suggest?
Well, I think the most realistic way that they're a threat to the United States is through proliferation. And then second, if they were to hit the territories of our allies that are in the near range of North Korea, in the south and also Japan. Those are, I think, the top-tier near-term risks. But proliferation can occur at any time, and if they show a capability to reach even halfway to Hawaii, proliferating that to customers in the Middle East and elsewhere will be a hot commodity.
History shows they're not very good at this. Are they getting better?
Well, only more tests will tell. You're absolutely correct that history has shown it's actually been quite embarrassing for them. So you'd have to ask, if you were rational, why would you take a high-risk test like this now with so many eyes watching in the political seasons in their near abroad?
Yeah. And you mentioned the Obama administration. How are they reacting? What is our response here?
Well, our response tends, in many cases, whether it's the Middle East or Asia, to look first to the United Nations Security Council, where Russia and China loom large, mostly as obstacles in trying to move forward on denuclearization or missile controls. There's talk of proportional sanctions being considered at the Security Council should North Korea go ahead and test. But it's very, very clear that that is not going to change the trajectory of North Korea's pursuit of either its missiles or nuclear program.
And it appears that the Clinton administration, the Bush administration, much more engaged on this issue. Perhaps that changes now in the second term with the news out of North Korea. Stephen Yates, thank you. We're watching this sometime, we believe, in the coming days to 10 days. Stephen, thanks. Here's Martha.
Thank you, Bill.
Well, how about this? 100